for Notre Dame, it's Fiona Schrader.
Yeah, Fiona Schrader, a Swiss Army knife for head coach Salima Rockwell. Colorado State looking to get it to her. They are getting it to her, and she is taking advantage of those opportunities. 474 hitting percentage on the day. Also has 2 digs and a block, so doing it all, and only 1 error. Most importantly, she's been efficient, she's been accurate, she's been effective. 2 blockers and someone behind in support, and she somehow finds the Bermuda Triangle between them all and wins the point for the Irish. The word adjustments was said multiple times in our conversation with him as we get another look at that play at the net. Really tough to tell whether or not that was deflected. You're looking for whether the ball changes rotation or whether some fingers bend back. And we get another look. Rylan Reed already being targeted. 29 kill attempts for her. That one was very close to the line. Perfectly placed for Reed. She's got a career high 11 kills right now, does number 21 in purple. And that's Sammy Francis on the solo block, number 17 in black. 5 solo blocks coming in today, so there's number 6, leads the team in that stat. She has more than the rest of her team combined. Yeah, what a moment for this family. And we talked to them before the game, and they were calling it a family reunion of sorts. Dinner last night, they tailgated before this game, and you mentioned the sunglasses. He was getting a little emotional during the anthem, and I don't blame him at all. What a moment for the Sant family. Some Clem Dane fans in attendance, some Notre Sun jerseys out there too, as most of the family members wearing some split jerseys like that. They're taking up 5 or 6 rows here in Purcell Pavilion. And you mentioned Tom, father on the right, Northwestern basketball player back in his athletic collegiate career, and Kara volleyball at Northwestern, so very athletic family.
What have you seen from the Irish that have allowed them to be so dominant?
Offense. It's all about the offense right now for Notre Dame. Clemson's a team that limits opposing teams coming into this game to a hitting percentage under 200. Notre Dame today hitting 317 and 625 in this second set. 5 players hitting 400 or better. I know it's a small sample size, but you have to be happy if you're Notre Dame with how efficient your offense is. Of course, we talked about Notre Dame's offense being efficient, and one way to counter that is with the block or the dig. Wow. 9 kills for Hadra Japovic, who came into the game with 4 and only 2 sets played, and she's back here on the Notre Dame Rugby YouTube channel. Charlie Morris alongside my partner Chris Daly, and a wonderful crew behind the scenes as well, bringing you today's playoff action. Notre Dame Fighting Irish hosting the Wisconsin Badgers. 2 very good teams. Wisconsin seemed to dominate the first half, Chris. Certainly feels like they deserve to be up more than 5 points. Barnes thinks about it again. Instead is going to call his own number with excellence. John Barnes down to the 22.
Hello, John Barnes. What a play there from the Jamaican Youth International.
Yeah, originally out of UAE, but represents Jamaica internationally.
Oh,
Bowman trying to do it. Another attempt. Still no signal, and now a try is scored. Oh, wow, what commitment to the game. And Williams brings the crowd to their feet. Purdue's offense getting a little bit of work going as McAllister fakes an offload to shake a hit, trying to stiff arm his way. Gives it to Jake Murphy, and Murphy's going to be tackled high, but it doesn't matter. He's in for the try. Notre Dame with the ball in the middle of the field right now, and McKenzie will knock his man down. Both of those gentlemen took a little bit out of each other in that hit.
hurt me to watch that one, Charlie.
It's crazy they do that with no padding. As Williams bursts through. Matt Williams, shoestring tackle misses, and Williams scores. Ms. Schultz was the guilty party there. The junior out of Prairie Grove guessed the state.
Prairie Grove, Illinois.
Illinois.
There we go.
If you're going to guess the state of the hometown of one of these players in orange, you'd be foolish to not guess Illinois.
You know, Belgium could get you one.
Yeah, well, we mentioned Will Bohr out of Genk, Belgium. The only international student in the starting lineup for Illinois. They also have Sean Nadelli out of Nairobi, Kenya on the bench. He'll be 17 if he enters the game. Yeah, just going through some of the home states in numerical order. Illinois, 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 Belgium, Illinois, 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 Florida, Illinois, 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 Kenya, Illinois, 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 Connecticut. whistle with 18-12 to go in the first half. 7-7 between Wisconsin and Notre Dame. Chris, what have you seen so far? Kicking it away, they'll go deep down the middle. Picked up by Bates. See if he can race forward.
I like that one, Charlie.
Came up with that one on the fly. And the Ohio State players begin to celebrate. That penalty ends it. Ohio State, the 2024 Big Ten champions in college rugby. Now it's John Barnes, still on his feet. Barnes down near the try line, and he scores.
Wow.
What a run from Barnes with 30 seconds in the half, and a huge play for the Irish. Notre Dame did make one substitution. Andrew Cansfield out of Toronto, Ontario, coming into the game, number 17. Tom Bowman, sophomore from Ohio, he exits. Again, he was somebody who's goes under the radar for this Notre Dame team. Certainly a solid player. Doesn't get the ball much, but really helpful on the lineouts. Yeah, really helpful on defense. So someone who Coach Hickey is very happy to have. And he gets a break for the last 11 minutes as the kick is up and through. So 3 more for Notre Dame. 27 unanswered and a 22-point lead. Yeah. Chance Packard is tackled by his counterpart Bliss Archibald. The number 10s combine on that play. LaFranchi in there at the number 7 position. Coach Hickey said that that's his preferred position. He's been playing some 4 and some 5, but with Brendan Lucey's emergence, LaFranchi gets into his comfort zone in the number 7 spot and tried to bowl forward with it. So Michigan with 1 goal line stand. Now they need another. A couple quick passes from Williams to Graham. Oh, and Graham just broke 4 tackles for 5 points. Centering pass by Biondi on the backhand. Another backhand try. Nelson now behind the net. Nelson shot, he scores! Nelson to Nelson, and it's 1-0 Irish.
We'll find out tonight.
And we will find out right now as puck is dropped here in South Bend. Thank you for joining us in the first Big Ten Conference game of the year. It's Wisconsin with the puck early as they move left to right. Nearly a chance for Finley down the middle, but the pass from the left wing just goes through his feet. Notre Dame breaking out, moving right to left. Backhand cross pass, across the ice, Plusinski pinches up. He's checked by Palatichuk. Comes to Fisher, who's shoved by 2 red sweaters against the right far side boards. 30 seconds into this one. At the left point, Fisher plays it down low. Janicki behind the goal line. The left-hander on his forehand up to the top, Plusinski. This is Notre Dame's great chance to win this hockey game. 4-on-3, Fisher, Janicki right circle, Fisher center point. Walks it in, Janicki, one-timer goes wide. A little bit of room, but it missed the glove. Passing it out to McDaniel, trying to get it inside, but stolen by Koval. Koval nearly gives it right back, but now finds Miles, and that's a good person to find. Olivia Miles will take it to the center, tries a 3. It's good. Still 2-0 Notre Dame, 8:05 to go in the first quarter. Irish playing defense on the right side of the court. James Madison on offense on the left. They'll try a 3-pointer from Stevenson, and it's good. Zakiya Stevenson only averages 3 points a game this year, and she's already reached that mark with that shot that got some rim but found the nylon anyway. JMU continues to try to drive it. Still no 2-pointers for them, and we've played 6.5 minutes in this first quarter. Olivia Miles takes it up the court for the Irish. Kick it out to the corner for a 3 from Prosper. That's off the short rim. Recovered by Miles. Miles inside for Prosper, and it's blocked, but a foul. As football teams across the nation strive to enter the red zone, Notre Dame student government is inspiring students on campus to shatter a different red zone. And in other on-campus news, the Notre Dame Marriage Pact is now open. This matchmaking site uses an algorithm to help set Notre Dame students up based on compatibility by answering questions about lifestyle, political views, personality traits, and other values. If you do so honestly, you'll be matched with someone who shares similar perspectives and preferences. Not the news we wanted to hear on this Monday morning. Charlie Morris reporting. Your last question, why are you a force for good at Notre Dame? And in some disturbing local news over this past weekend, the Trinity White Knights division of the Ku Klux Klan paid a visit from their home location in Kentucky to Indiana to travel through 11 cities in the state, delivering flyers to people's lawns telling them to get out. This anti-immigration propaganda comes 100 years after a famous riot here at South Bend, which is one of the cities the Klan visited this past weekend. We visited the University of Notre Dame in South Bend to talk to some members of that community, engage their reactions to the terrorist group being back in town.
I think it's crazy that the KKK it feels so real and so close, because as someone who's an international student who hasn't heard about it, in like the current context, we always are looking back on a historical view of something that has happened in the past. To be in a time in an area where they are actually around is really shocking to me.
For others, like Professor Catherine Walden of Notre Dame's American Studies Department, initial shock quickly gave way to disheartenment.
Too often we think of the Ku Klux Klan and that kind of white supremacist organizing as locked in the South, as locked in what can feel like ancient history, but the Klan is continuing to be active. They hold rallies in Elkhart. White supremacist organizations are still active and present across the country. So this is a really painful reminder that history is still with us, and the tactics of terror and fear and intimidation that were part of the Klan's work in the past are part of its present. And I think it forces us to have hard conversations as a community about what are we saying is okay.
Not the news we wanted to hear on this Monday morning. Charlie Morris reporting.